A few weeks ago in my Fluency in English series, I mentioned that I don't think it's important to learn idioms and use them in your spoken English in order to be considered more fluent. And I have expressed that the way that my daughter uses the language as a fluent English speaker, but as a young fluent English speaker, is actually a really great way for intermediate learners to think about their own English and what it will take for them to become fluent. So to go back to this idea of idioms, I mentioned that my daughter doesn't know idioms and she doesn't use them when she speaks in English. But does anyone question her fluency? Absolutely not. What's been fun though is recently she will pick up on these idioms or sayings that other people use in their speech, and she'll come up to me and say, "Mama, what does that mean?" For example, one day last week she came up to me and said, "Mama, what does hit the hay mean?" If you're not familiar with this idiom, it means to go to sleep. So I explained that to her. She said, "Oh, okay." And then she kept going on. Did she immediately try using it herself? No. Now she knows what it means though, and I think that's the importance here, is if you want to learn idioms so that you know what they mean when people use them in their speech, that's totally fine, but you don't have to use them and you aren't expected to use them in order to be fluent. And actually, it's a great way to keep a conversation going as well. If you hear an idiom used in a conversation with a fluent English speaker, simply ask them what it means, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to tell you.